Okay guys, thanks for watching Fish in the Garden State. Let's get focused in here. As you can see, it is time for our box versus box challenge. These are the July 2016 editions of these boxes. Get the camera to focus here. There we go. That's a little better. Why does it go fuzzy every time I do that? There we go. So this is the July 2016 head-to-head box challenge. We have mystery tackle box, which in my challenge videos is down 3-0, or more like 2.5 to 1/2, because it was a tie last month, I remember. And Lucky Tackle Box, who has been my box of choice. I have continued to do both boxes because it seems like the videos are very well received. Let me know if you want to continue to see that, or if we're going to just go with a box. I have to say right now, if I were to go with one, I'm going to LTB and would probably go the XL box versus doing both. But I feel I get more lures as opposed to paying $10. I get better value for paying $15, so it's a toss-up. I am not paid or sponsored by either. I do have sponsors, but neither one of these are one of my sponsors. So let's dig these out and go with the comparison. So let's see what we get. So right away we got our bait cards. Now I did do individual unboxings on both of these, so I'm not going to dig too deep into prices on each of the baits, but we're going to go top bait versus top bait and work our way down the boxes. That way is how this comparison works, because that's kind of how they rank them and see them and where they put them out. So we are going to do it that way. So first bait for mystery tackle box is the Excite baits. So I'm going to get this to focus, and it will not. Still focused on the boxes, but it's the Excite baits. XB1 is a square bill crankbait. It's an $8 bait. So it's this guy here in bluegill pattern, which, like I said in the individual boxing, is great for where I fish. At least here in Jersey, we have a ton of bluegill. The first bait for Lucky Tackle Box is a $26 bait. So based on retail value, it's kind of hard not to go this route, because just the value of what you're getting, what it is, it's expensive. This is a jointed swim bait by Biwa, and it is the Trout 5.5. I did say in the comparison video, in the individual box video, that I would take it out so everyone can kind of see. And this is how where, because obviously this bait's got to win. It's got to win in the comparisons just because of what it is. Try to get it out without hooking myself. That would be ideal. And obviously I cannot, because, ow, these things are sharp. If anyone says that manufacturers' hooks aren't sharp, holy cow, they got to play with this thing. So you can see the action on what this gives you. This thing, it moves incredible. So when you swim this through, it's a trout, and it's beautiful in color. It's a rainbow trout color. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous bait. So not big in ponds, but I am going to hit some lakes with the kayak and some bigger water, so that will be good. I'm trying to fish in a huge tournament that's coming up in the beginning of August, and if I get in it, I'll talk about it then. It's a questionable thing right now. It's pretty expensive. I'm working with my sponsors to try and get me in. So we'll see how that goes, but that would work great for where that tournament would be. I'm not going to talk about it because I don't want to, put out some false promises in there about that, or advertise it that I'm in it or anything like that. So that's the first bait in both boxes. Lucky Tackle Box right now has got the edge. 1-0 on the top bait. Second bait is a Chug and Spook Jr. versus the Reaction Strike Silver Shiner. Silver Shiner, great trailer. I love them. I use mostly the Kitex, but very similar. Good little trailer. Swimbait. And Mystery Tackle Box has one of my favorite topwater baits, and that's a Chug and Spook Jr. No question, this bait wins. Not that it's a hard bait over a soft bait. That's not so much it. I love these, so it's even. 1-1. Third bait, tungsten hook shots. It's third most expensive bait they gave us. Are 2. And one fell out in the individual unboxing, but I got it. So we get it back in the pack here. 2 tungsten split shots. That's what they put in as a bait. Weights as their third best one in the box. Versus the third best is the Lucky Strike. Assorted plastic. Each box probably going to be different. But this is the Lucky Strike one I got. Is a shaky tail ringworm. I will take a bait over a split shot any day. 2-1. Sorry, Mystery. Kind of dropped the ball on that. Yes, I will give you credit for it here in just a second when we talk about the full out rigging of what you gave me, because you gave me a full round rigging per se, but where the value got killed is the tungsten costs more than the physical bait. But we're going to get into that, so it should balance itself out. If that's correct, then it should be the better box. It will. I don't want everyone to say I'm, snobby to Lucky Tackle Box over Mystery and I don't let them win. It's not the case. It's how I see it. So let's go to the next bait. And that is a hook. So their next most expensive is a drop shot hook from Skinny Bear. Skinny Bear, 6 of them, 4 size. 6 is a lot for hooks, but they are drop shot hooks, so it's not normal. But drop shot hooks versus the fourth bait over here, which is still baits based on value. It's just how they break it down. It's not like they cheat the values. Is Mismo hoax worm. It's a drop shot worm. Black and blue drop shot worm. Full pack. There are 10 of these in here. Another full pack of plastics. We had one full pack. There's a second full pack. That's got to beat the drop shot hooks, in my opinion, based on physical value. Don't get me wrong, and you will see I do the same thing on the reverse side here in just a second. So, last bait in the box. Well, not quite last. We'll get there. Second to last here is the pork pin. It's not focusing again on me. Pork pin V&M baits, sample size at $1.66. So here's the downfall about doing sample packs. The value retail falls it further down on the card that it's going up against other stuff. Now, worm versus worm, 4 worms, 10 worms. 4 worms, 10 worms. I still got to go with the 10 worms over the 4, but that doesn't mean this won't catch more fish. The pork scent may work better than that one. That's not what it's about. It's about trying to perceive value on which subscription you should purchase. That's why I kind of do these boxes. So that's more what I do as far as what my videos are geared towards, is how I see it. Now, you will see, like I just did a second ago, their worms are up against a set of, well, you know it, drop shot hooks. So you get a theme in the hot months that drop shotting works. Slow it down. Now, if these drop shot hooks were up against these drop shot hooks, quantity would have won. That hook would have beat this hook. But based on the values of where it fell, it didn't fall that way. But, like I just stated, I will take a bait over hooks any day. So, that's 2 here. But this is still 1, 2, 3. And 3 beats 2. These are Octopus drop shot hooks by Mustad. Stickers and the magazines don't compare. The only other thing you got in is a 50-cent value. I mean, is the fish attractant really going to be that much of a swayer to earn a full point to beat what you got here? No, it's not. Not when this came with a $26 jointed swim bait. Lucky Tackle Box, you win again. This is my personal opinion. Lucky Tackle Box does not pay me to do this. So I have been questioned and commented about that. They do not pay me. But Lucky Tackle Box, you did win again, in my opinion. Everyone else could have their own. Everyone likes their own brands. That's fine. That's what you're entitled to. That's where I see it. That's where I go. And, you know, that is my box of choice right now. They have not disappointed me. Last month it was a draw. This month I think it's a squeak out. But, you know, because the swim bait isn't something I'm definitely going to be able to use. But you can't deny the value in it and the popularity of swim baits right now. Go out to California, that thing could slay monsters. Me get on some of my bigger lakes, I hope I catch a fish with it. That's the goal. I can't say that I will based on the type of fishing. That doesn't mean I'm not going to travel to Texas and throw a big jointed swim bait out there and land something. It's there. I bought a reel and some 20-pound mono in a previous video when I unboxed my Bass Pro Shops Father's Day thing to throw those. So it intrigues me. So that's where I see the boxes. Comment, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching Fishing the Garden State. Give me that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We're going to have a couple more videos coming up. Got some cool stuff here to talk about. Plus have a much bigger version of a drone coming. But hey, I need to learn to fly them before I went and invested into a high-end drone. Don't want to buy a high-end drone just to crash it. So we got a little one to test. It does shoot some videos. See a little camera under there. And I tell you what, it's extremely stable. But we are getting a DJI Phantom 3, actually. So that we'll be able to do a little bit more with. But once I've kind of mastered the flying skills of that, trust me, I've crashed. It's not easy. And actually, the DJI is probably going to be a lot easier to fly than some of these little guys. But it's going to give me some footage that I'm looking forward to bring to you. And then I still have my birthday present to review and the jig giveaway video to shoot. So we got some more footage coming. But that's our 2016 July bass boxes. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks again. Have a good day.